Hey there, Spontaneous Nation listeners. Guess what? It's me once again, Mack Weldon. Want to tell y'all about Mack Weldon underwear. It is only the most comfortable underwear you're ever going to wear. We got socks, too. How do they stack up in the comfort department? Well, how you goddamn think they're just as comfortable as the underwear is, except you're putting them on your feet. You can put the underwear on your feet, too. Do whatever you like, but frankly, the way we designed it is, underwear goes where underwear goes, socks go where socks go, okay? Let's not get cute with this shit, gang. All right, now here's the thing. Used to be you would dread getting socks and underwear for Christmas, but now you're grown up and you not only do you appreciate thoughtfulness in someone else, but you appreciate good things in your life, right? So it's not all about toys and shit. So like nowadays, somebody gives you socks and underwear, you're like, thank you, loved one. And you know what? Loved one is a great term of affection for a loved one. I wouldn't mind being called that. Somebody's like, hey, would you hand me the remote, loved one? That's beautiful. Now look, here's what I like. I like smart design, I like premium fabrics, and I like shopping to be simple. I'm a busy man. I got socks and underwear to make. I'm like goddamn the Santa Claus of socks and underwear. I'm doing this round the clock. And I don't got elves helping me out. I got employees that I got to pay. Shit, man. It's a whole... Here's what I'm going to say. Don't ever start your own business, all right? Take it from me. I mean, that's easy for me to say. I'm very successful. All right, here's the thing. Shopping for the socks and underwear could not be simpler, could not be easier. You're going to see all the stuff online. You're going to pick out what you like. It's going to be shipped to your home. It's just that simple. And you need this stuff. Maybe you're some kind of free spirit, right? And you're like, I don't wear underwear. I like to feel free. I'm free balling it all the time. Well, your clothes is full of microbes. You just walk around with microbes in your goddamn pants. You disgust me because you're disgusting. Everyone knows I'm antimicrobial. But I also want you to be comfortable. You try it. These are going to be the most comfortable underwear you're ever going to wear. If you don't like it, you keep it. I'll refund your money, no questions asked. You keep the underwear. Now, why do I do that? It's because I'm certain you're going to like it. But also, if you don't like it, just out of spite, I want that underwear to be your problem. I'm going to look like the bigger man refunding your money. You're stuck with a pair of undershorts you don't even like, or you say you don't like. If you're just trying to scam a free pair of underwear out of me, you're going to have to live with that, son. That's on you. All right? Now, look, not only does Mack Weldon underwear, socks, and shirts. That's right, shirts. I buried the lead. We make shirts, too. Surprise! They all look good, but they perform well, too. If you're working out, you're going to work, you're going on a date. You're lounging around on the couch, right? You want to play Star Wars Battlefront. You get online with your buddy. You're like, hey, man, let's go on a campaign together, co-op. And then also, what kind of underwear are you wearing? Right? Hey, man, it's your friendship. I don't know what y'all doing. Have a good time. I don't care. Go to MackWeldon.com. Get 20% off using the promo code PFT. Now, you're helping out yourself by getting yourself some comfortable underwear. You're also helping out Spontaneous Nation with Paul F. Tompkins by using that promo code. All right? Let's get to it. This is Mack Weldon saying, yippee-ki-yay, you underwear motherfuckers. Welcome all of you, each and everyone, not just each one and not just everyone. Bases covered. Welcome, baseball players. It's your time to shine in the summertime. Hot dogs, Cracker Jacks. Am I saying that correctly? Charge. Welcome to anyone who plays any organized sport. Foreign sports, Paul? Yes. Even high-lie players. What is high-lie? Well, it's a word I learned when I was in school, when I was a wee lad. And I feel like there was a specific reason we learned it. I think because it begins with a J. Does it? I can't remember. Good job, schools. You've made me stupid. Yeah, it's not that. This is not on me at all. Not only did you do a poor job teaching me, you made it worse. Oh. I'm so glad I don't have to go to school anymore. Now, I've said this in public so many times, and I'll never tire of saying it. School was the worst. The worst. And now, look, I'm a grown-up. I have responsibilities. There's things I have to do that I don't want to do at all. So happy. Rather do those than go to school. And look, if you're listening to this and you're in school, stay in school. It's important. Clearly, look at my life. Why? If I hadn't all those people, if I hadn't all those people then to go to me, to say no, how I become who me is. I went to school in the jungle. I was taught by a guy in a loincloth. He didn't seem to have such a great grasp of English himself. He was best friends with a monkey. What? There was a lady there. She had one name like Cher. It wasn't Cher, though, from Clueless. Guys, I never cut school. Can you imagine that? When I was in school, I never once ditched any class. Did I suffer from senioritis? You bet I did. 3rd stage. Full-blown senioritis. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was a good boy who played by the rules. I was a, what you might call a tight cannon. And what did it get me? I'm seriously asking. If you know what it got me, write to @SpontaneANation on Twitter.com, the social networking platform. It's fun. It's fun to interact with people online. I guess. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I have special guests come on. I ask my guest a question provided by our previous episode's guest. Then we have a free-form chat. It can go anywhere. To the moon? Yeah, we can talk about the moon. One time we did. Don't believe me? Look it up. You'll find it's true. I'm forbidden to lie. And if you throw shoes at me, I have to fix them. This is a well-known thing about me. That's the way, let's say if I'm coming after you in a murderous rage and you throw some old beat-up shoes at me, I have to stop what I'm doing, which is murdering you, and I have to fix those shoes. Am I in control of that? Probably. I just hate a shoddy shoe. Oh, got derailed in the midst of the description of the show. Well, see if you can hit that 30 seconds back button. And now go forward. Okay, then I have some improviser pals come on, and we do a fun story. A continuous story. Narrative improv, it's called, I think. No one has ever corrected me on that term, so I'm going to believe that I'm right. That's how I got through school. And now, ladies and gentlemen, shut up. And it's all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. EBANSCHLETTER. That's the Eban Schletter theme. It's also the Eban Schletter guarantee. Let us begin now by welcoming my special guest. You know this person from Orange is the New Black. From Clipped. I think that's how you say it. By the way, that show should be spelled CLIPP''D. I've already made my feelings known to the head of the show's network. I have yet to receive a response. You also know her from her show right here on Earwolf. It is called With Special Guest, and then her name, which is Lauren Lapkus. Lauren!
Hi!
Hi!
Yay!
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
How are you today? Are you well?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little bit hungover, actually.
Last night was the Emmy Awards.
Yes.
That's when we're recording this.
Yes.
Even though when people are hearing this, it's the second week of December.
How do they know anything about time at this point?
They don't. You know what's fun to think about? The Earth might be over.
Yeah, no one will ever hear this because everyone's gone.
This might never be released.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Mick World.
What?
The commercials
McWorld
for McDonald's from the 90s where they go, hey, it could happen. McWorld.
I don't remember that at all.
It would be like a kid's idea of like something, and it'd be all kids, and they'd be like, hey, it could happen. McWorld.
Would we see them singing that, or would unseen singers sing that?
The kid would say, hey, it could happen, and then it'd be like, McWorld.
It's bothering me every time you say it. Lauren, I have a question for you.
Okay.
From last week's guest. Are you curious as to who last week's guest was?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm sure the listener is too, and I would direct them to howl.fm to check out the back catalog of Spontaneanation for a very reasonable fee. Hours of listening pleasure await you. The question is, what's the dumbest thing that ever sent you to the emergency room? Have you ever been to the emergency room?
No.
Have you ever been to the hospital?
But yeah, well, well, this summer I had shingles.
Oh, do you know what? The person who asked this question also had shingles just days ago. Yes.
Horrible. I feel very bad for them, badly. I feel bad. I'm bad.
I feel morally wrong.
I feel naughty for them. But I had shingles from a stress-induced case of shingles this summer, and it was truly horrendous. Mm-hmm. And you
get little bumps on your skin?
I had on my back, like it was like a little like rash. Yeah. And then I was working on Clipped at the time, and so they sent me yes, and we were like about to shoot, and it was just a very stressful time because I had like Jurassic World coming out, and like a lot of things were happening, and
for the listener, Jurassic World is a movie. Lauren did not create her own planet. Okay, continue.
And my husband's out of town, and I had like this puppy that we just got, and it was like I had all these different things going on that I had to do alone.
That's
and
a
lot. It was just a lot. And I had to like go do press, which I'd never really done. It was just like very stressful. And I felt actually a lump in my side.
Terrifying.
Which was very scary. It was like near my armpit, which can be like the worst thing you're supposed to ever get.
That's
so
right.
I was like, I was at ASCAD at UCB being like,
for the listener, ASCAD is an improv show.
And I was like touching it, and I was like, I think I have a lump here. And like, I made someone else touch it. And then I was like,
who?
Darcy Carden. And she was like, I don't feel it. And then Matt Walsh was like, go to the doctor. And I was like, okay, but like I hate that, so I really didn't want to. Are
you not? And hold your remember your thought. But are you never like to go to the doctor? Is it always like the last ditch thing?
I'm not like afraid of it. I just like don't prioritize that,
right?
Like which I should. But I
wait for things to go away.
Kind of. Yeah. My new thing is to go every so often and have a checkup. Like I'm actually trying to get all my things in order. Like
absolutely.
But that kind of was a catalyst for that. So he at his advice or whatever, I went and I went to work actually, I'm sorry. And then I started having a meltdown at work because I was telling my friend, like my coworker, I was like, I don't feel good and I'm really stressed out and it's really crazy and my back feels like it's burning. Like I was just like, it like went like so crazy. And he was like, go tell someone. So I told one of the producers, and then they sent me to urgent care. And that was like my most recent like emergency kind of experience. And they're like, you clearly have shingles and it's definitely happening. And I had to take all this medication and I was alone. I had to put this patch on by myself, which was really hard and it was really horrible. And then, so this all happened and it was really crazy. And then but I had all the medication and I was like ready. And we kept shooting and like I kept working for the next 2 days and it was really hard. But then
is it a thing that you just could feel all the time?
Yeah, it just felt like a burning pot was like being held against my back.
Was that ever the case? Was anyone ever doing that for real?
I mean, some of it, but no.
Who can see back there?
You can't like lay. Like it was like it was just bad. Mm-hmm. And then someone else like at the taping we did was like, you need to go back to the doctor. You need to get this other medicine. Like they freaked me out at like 11 p.m. Like it was like they were just like,
Was this someone who had the same condition?
yeah, but she was like, you need to go get the shot. And like, so then like I was like crying, like running around to all these different urgent cares like late at night, and they're all like, we don't carry the shot, and like you actually don't need it because you have this other medication. Like we went to like 3 different places, just my buddy and I, and it was so nice of him to drive me, but it was the worst.
How did you get the patch on your back?
I slapped it on, but it was very like loosey goosey, and it was really hard
Right.
like to get it. So I also just didn't use it sometimes, and I just suffered. And I had to fly to New York and be on the Today Show and do all this stuff I'd never ever done with shingles. It was horrible.
That was happening the whole time.
Yes.
You never would have known it. You really
Thanks.
carried on like a trooper.
Well, you know, I like to just pretend things are fine all the time.
Was there ever did you ever have a medical thing that you let go too long and then the repair of it was much worse than it would have been?
I don't think so. I feel like I'm pretty good at like when a problem is happening, I will go fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you have something like that?
Oh, I've talked about this in my stand-up in years past. I did not go to the dentist for 10 years.
It's okay. I don't like that. The dentist I've been going to every 6 months my entire life.
Right.
I have a friend who hasn't been in like 12 years, and it makes me anxious. She hates the dentist. So I'm like, well, I understand if you hate it, but like no one loves it. I mean, maybe
Right.
someone does, but like you just should just go. What are you doing?
Are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
I've been since this
Okay,
was
good.
a long
That was
time
a
ago.
period of time.
Yes, this is a period of time. And I
Very
went and
stressed
it
out.
was horrible. It was horrible. I had to because not only
Because all these things have happened because you
Yes.
haven't been maintaining.
Yes. I had to have a deep cleaning.
That's horrible. My
where
friend
they-
just had
yes.
a different friend had that done.
Absolutely
He was like
horrible.
very painful.
They peel back your gums from your teeth,
And it's
they
like
dig around
hours
in there.
long, right?
Yes, it
Like-
takes forever.
Yeah.
And also, the dentist I had was not the greatest.
Yeah.
I
recently
since found a
left my dentist.
I know you had a very
Oh
creepy
yeah, you
dentist.
heard about that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He just made bad jokes
Yeah.
that were perverted and weird.
But now you have a new dentist.
And he's cool.
Okay. My dentist, the name of the dentistry is Famous Hollywood Dental Care.
That's so the worst ever.
They're great, though.
No, but
They're
they're
really
not
great.
allowed to name it that. That's
It's
so bad.
I know, it's really strange.
My friend goes to the entertainment bank. Like, what is it? It's like entertainment something bank.
I don't know about that.
But it's like, it just feels fake.
I would
First
never-
entertainment. or
I
something.
would
Like,
never put my money there.
No, go to one we've heard of. You can't go to a weird bank.
I would not go to Famous Hollywood Dental, but a famous person that I know went there and recommended it. I'm like,
That's-
well, this all checks out.
That's great. Do they have headshots on the wall? That'd
No,
be
they
good.
don't. They don't.
I'd love to see those pearly whites.
I'm kind of relieved that they don't have headshots on the wall.
Well, it's kind of sick.
They do have pictures of old Hollywood. Like there's a great, in the room that I go to for my cleanings, there's a great photo of Sammy Davis Jr. It's like Sammy Davis Jr. and Judy Garland together. And they look like, it's like real 70s. It's an awesome picture.
Oh, well, that reminds me of when my dentist from growing up had a poster on the wall. It's still there because I've been there kind of recently. And it's like this faded like black cat with a giant like toothbrush. And it's like, and it says, don't forget to floss between every mouse.
Oh my God.
And
That's
then they-
gruesome.
And then they also have that hideous one that's like, this could be you. And it's like showing like a rotten mouth. And you're like, no. I just always sit there and go, is this what they're seeing inside my mouth? And
Is
I
it like
don't know.
the pictures on the cigarette packs now in other countries? They're still not doing that here, but in
Oh,
other
yeah, where
countries.
it's like someone with
Yeah.
like a real bad problem.
It's like a horrible rotten mouth.
Yeah.
Did you ever smoke?
No.
Did you ever try it?
I've had one cigarette and I was 10. I'm sure I was like, you know.
Did you try to play it cool, or were you your own person enough to say, I don't like this, I'm not doing this
My
again?
friend and I were like smoking butts on the ground or something. You know, I don't think it was very like legit.
Like
so-
picking up short dogs?
Yeah, something like that. So,
Stick a toothpick in there. and-
oh, that's a good idea. You don't have to put your lips to it as much. But no, I don't think it was even like that much of a real attempt. We were just trying to be cool for a second.
Did your friend end up smoking?
I don't think so, but never talked to her again, really.
Did you ever? Well, she's here today. Come on in. Did you ever date a smoker?
Yes, my husband, he smoked for 11 years when we met. Like he had been smoking for that long, and then he quit like a year or two into our relationship.
Good for
And
him.
then he recently kind of was doing it again, but then he quit again. So
husband.
I know.
Is it cool to say his name on the
I mean, everyone knows, I guess,
Chris.
at this point you can Google anything. But he's, I mean, maybe, I don't know if he'd like me to say that, but he doesn't care. Whatever. He posted a picture of it. I just feel like I let him do whatever he wants, pretty much, in that regard.
a very modern relationship.
Thanks. I just don't nag about that stuff because I just feel like you know what's bad about it, and I don't need to tell you that.
But here's why: because I smoked for years, and
Yeah.
then I quit, and then the first time and my wife does not smoke. She's one of those people that could smoke occasionally,
Yeah.
which I will never understand.
I've never understood that either.
It's a gross thing. Like
so it's not fun because actually Chris, when he hasn't smoked for a long time and he has a cigarette, he's like, it's not good.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
You have to kind of make yourself develop a taste for it and keep telling yourself that it's a great thing.
Yeah.
But I got for an acting job, I had to kiss someone who was a smoker, and it was gross.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, that's what it was like for people that kissed me all those years.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because I very rarely dated any girls that smoked.
Yeah.
That was the exception rather than the rule. And so,
they always were having that experience.
yes, and how is that okay?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't really mind it that much. It was never he always felt self-conscious about when we were first dating.
Right.
He didn't want, if he was smoking.
He's a better person than I am. I
he
never
wouldn't
felt self-conscious.
kiss me, right then. Yeah, but then I was just like, I think it was kind of partly why he wanted to stop because he felt like it was not good. And then he'd go to my family's house for Christmas and no one there smokes. So you have to go outside in the winter and be smoking
worst.
and everyone's like, no one cared, but he feels like, oh, I shouldn't be out there doing that. That's just crazy.
It will make you feel it very acutely when you are the only person and it's winter and you have to go outside.
It's like, why? For what?
Yeah.
So
a real chance for self-examination.
yeah, I think so.
Does he struggle with the smoking? Or is it like you get a few drinks and then you're like, this seems like a good idea?
He does. When he's quitting, tries very hard to not do it. Especially, it's hard because we go to parties and things where it's like, this is a special night or whatever. You have an excuse for everything, kind of my birthday just happened, but he didn't smoke, and then but it's like he really wanted to because everyone was or whatever, at the party. So it's hard.
That was his gift to you,
and it meant the world.
But a lot of people, it's funny to me how a lot of people in our circle, or maybe I don't know. I feel like a lot of show business people still smoke.
Yeah.
It surprises me sometimes.
I'm always surprised. Yeah, a lot of actors, I think, smoke. And
grown people.
Yeah. It's interesting because, I feel like maybe it's I don't know, is it a regional thing or not? I guess I just have certain groups of friends where that's not even a thing at all.
Yeah.
And then my actor friends, it's more of a thing. But my improv friends, I would say not really.
Yeah.
Actors more than anyone.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I still see, if you go to New York, there's still plenty of people of all stripes that are smoking all over the place.
Well, because it's more of a thing over there, I feel like. But I feel like in LA we should be above it or something. I don't know.
Lauren, I feel exactly the same way. Lauren Lapkus, what a delight you are. A pleasure to chat with you, both on microphone and off. Listen, we're going to take a break. During that break, we will secure a location from... I don't know why I keep saying secure, as if...
You're booking...
It's like... It's not an exciting enterprise. It's just I ask you to write a thing down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I mean to say procure. We will procure. That seems
better.
less military.
Yeah.
We will procure a location from Lauren Lapkus, and then we will meet our improvisers. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns to you and your hearts. Hey everybody, it's me, Jack Nicholson, the famous movie actor, star of The Two Jakes. Listen, this episode of Spontaneanation is brought to you by Lisa. And Lisa's done away with that awkward mattress showroom experience. You walk into a mattress showroom, everyone instantly recognizes you by your trademark widow's peak and cool sunglasses, and you're just trying to shop for a mattress and people won't leave you alone. So Lisa's created a luxury mattress that's ordered completely online and ships for free to your doorstep. It's compressed in a box the size of a mini fridge. Now, I have a mini fridge in every trailer that I use when I'm making a major motion picture. I like to have a cold water option in addition to the room temperature option that I use from my instrument. That's my voice. Technical acting term. The 10-inch Lisa mattress comes in all sizes, from, like a twin bed like a poor person might have to a California king like me, a rich movie star has. And it's crafted with 3 unique foam layers for cooling, supportive comfort. And Lisa gives you 100 nights to try your mattress risk-free. That's a great deal for a guy like me. I'm famous for being a bit of a Lothario. So, 100 nights, I get a lot of use out of that mattress. I suppose other people do, even if they're just sleeping. And Lisa's like the Tom shoes for mattresses. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. Hold on a second. Boy, oh boy, can't Jack Nicholson get a word in edgewise? For every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, he'll donate 1 to a shelter. That's a pretty good, nice thing to do. Like when I was so nice that I introduced Live Aid. Remember that? Charity. Go to leesa.com/PFT and enter promo code PFT at checkout to get $75 off. Well, there you have it. Here's Johnny and such. Honestly, I wish this podcast was just the ads. Welcome back, everyone, to the same thing that you've been listening to, unless you took a break and listened to another show, and then you came back for the second half. In which case, well, la-di-da for you. Aren't you great to listen to other shit in the middle of my show? Stop listening right now. Go fuck yourself. I only want people who've listened all the way through. That's what I do. Folks, it is time to meet our other guests on the show. Now, we're doing something different because usually we have 3 improvisers and 1 guest. Sometimes that guest stays an improviser with us. Sometimes, I got important things to do. Oh, I'm very busy. I have to go to an EW photo shoot. Things like that. I wonder if that has actually happened. That someone left here to go to an EW photo shoot. One person had to go to a haircut. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, because these gentlemen are they're a team after a fashion. I thought it would be fun if we just had country versus country. What? We're doing the thing together. Anyway, these gentlemen are the hosts of a podcast that is insane called The Worst Idea of All Time. This is a podcast where they watch one movie every week for 52 weeks. Oh, that's a year. I know. I wanted to see if you knew. Their names are Tim Batt.
Thank you so much.
And Guy Montgomery.
Also correct.
Tim and Guy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We just had the LA Podfest here, and last week's episode with Andy Daly was recorded there. How was your Podfest experience?
Had a wonderful time. I was worried about you, though. You took a little tumble on the stage.
That's right. My show
What?
started with me falling off the stage.
That's a nightmare.
Yes, the 2 legs, the back the back legs of my chair were too close to the edge of the stage.
Oh, no.
And I fell backwards, and
Was everyone like,
everyone was
Except-
like, gasp.
Andy Daly.
Well, now, my friend Matt Gorley instantly reached out his hand to pull me back up onto the stage, and I did not get hurt. It was weird. It was like kind of a slow fall because behind us there was a curtain and maybe not really a wall, and I just was kind of slowly sinking into nothingness. And Matt Gorley, God bless him, reaches his hand out and pulls me back onto the stage. And then when I get back up onto the stage, I see Andy Daly returning from somewhere. So he had started out on stage with me, right next to me. And then I guess when I fell, he literally ran away.
oh my God.
Ran away.
He probably thought it was a sinkhole of some description.
Perhaps.
That is such an amazing reaction.
Yeah, I've thought about it many times since then. Many times.
It did seem like, and I can tell you don't want to put too fine a point on this small tumble, but just for a moment longer. when you grabbed those curtains and the railing started to bend, and it was almost as if the entire room would cave in on top of you, and the walls would just fall inwards.
I would have taken us all to the Earth's center.
The LA Podfest would be coming to you in 2016, 50 miles under the Earth's crust.
That's right, from its molten core.
Wow.
But yeah, Andy Daly, good to know.
That's awesome.
Tim, this is not your first time in the United States.
Correct.
How many times have you been here?
Precisely thrice.
Guy, this is not your first time in the United States. How many times have you been here?
I would say maybe 5.
Ah,
Definitely more than Tim.
so you're 2 up at least
Yeah.
on Tim.
I got a real running start there.
How many times have you been here together?
Uno.
Twice.
Counting this time.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Counting
this is
time.
twice. Okay. Once before, and now. Well, the only number I know in Spanish is 1, so it's really been.
You don't know dos?
No, I know dos.
Of course you do.
Kidding around.
All
Hey,
New
do you know what I do know?
Zealanders know dos.
Trace.
Ooh, now.
Whoa.
Do you know tres leche, the cake that's wet?
No. Now you've got me. For real.
Tres leche's cake is a sort of Latin
milk.
cake. It's 3 milks, and they're apparently all poured on top of the cake.
Yeah, I don't like
I don't
that.
like it.
I don't like that. I don't like
I don't
a
like it
soupy
at all.
cake.
No, it's disgusting.
No, I like almost
Probably
a...
because they would always overcook the cake and it would be dry, which is obviously the worst trait, the worst cake trait.
I can't think of a
Yeah,
worse one
I need
except,
a moist
except
cake.
wetness.
right in between.
Right in between.
That's
firm,
what I need.
flaky.
Give me some good frosting.
Have you ever eaten frosting out of the can?
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten frosting out of the can?
We don't put our frosting in cans
What
in
the
New
fuck
Zealand.
do you do with it?
We
should.
get it straight from the cow's teat.
It's so
Yum.
fresh.
You put a cake right under and just squeeze it
Yeah,
like a...
Absolutely.
Do you not have canned or tinned frosting
We
in
don't.
New Zealand?
No,
put
we make it.
our foods in tins as much as you. We don't put cheese in a tin either.
We make it in a cottage somewhere, and then we go and swap 3
We
pigs
don't.
for it.
There are delegates.
But are
Okay.
you serious?
It's all frosting is made from scratch there. That's what you're leading me to believe?
As far as I know, yeah.
We're not in charge of the whole frosting operation.
I don't make
but
a lot of cakes.
I've never seen it in a supermarket available in can form.
Like
Have you
in
ever
a plastic,
looked for it?
a plastic container.
You've got us there, Paul.
Well, now they're, but now
You're
they.
saying can. I think it's wrong.
No, it's.
What do you think then?
Plastic container.
Here from New Zealand is what I
Well, because
understand.
he seems to
Tub,
kind of
a
go.
plastic tub.
Oh well, maybe.
The origins of icing.
Okay.
You get icing
David,
sugar,
Tim, shut up.
You make it
This
wet.
is interesting. What do we mean when we say can?
Yes.
Lauren, go.
Tin, round, like soup thing.
Tim,
What she said.
Guy.
Also the same thing.
So we all mean tin round soup thing.
And I'll tell you, we don't sell frosting in cans in America.
Yeah, well, I think you call that a can.
No,
What do you call it? What do you call it?
Plastic container.
Oh, so would you go get me a plastic container of frosting at the store?
Yep, I will.
Oh, well, you're bad to involve in this scenario. Anyway, what my point is, find some frosting while you're here and eat it out of the can.
Really, really fucking good.
Yeah, it's really.
Muy bueno.
Put a pretzel in it. I mean, do you like Nutella?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just like that, but like worse for you.
Sounds good.
Do you have any thing like Nutella that you can spread on a cake?
Yeah, we've got Nutella.
Yeah.
For one. We do have frosting, we just make it.
Do you put
I
Nutella on a
refuse. Hold on a second.
Everyone makes
I
it?
refuse to believe everyone makes their own frosting every single
Why
time.
is this such a bone of
Do you have
Because
cake mix?
we-
Do you have cake? Lauren, I'm gonna tear these guys apart. do you have cake mix like in a box?
Yeah, we got it, man. We've got
Well, then what the fuck? Why would
Yeah,
you?
but you-
Why saving
Wait.
all this time with the
I don't
pre-made
have
mix?
time to make the cake, but I got a lot of time to make frosting. Not in this world.
Do you think the frosting was so time consuming? They're like, look, we got to simplify the cake process at least so we can get this
This
frosting
is
made.
madness.
I'm now so worried that I accidentally don't know what frosting is.
Wait, here's
No, icing. Frosting is
I
icing.
need to tell
Yes.
you something. There's nothing in America that you can't buy pre-made.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand the concept of like this one thing, we all make it from scratch. Like, no.
Exactly.
I can get whatever I want made by someone else
Like there's
now.
there's someone in New Zealand going, I wish we could do something else, but we can't.
So when
We
you
all have
guys
to get all these different ingredients.
you go to purchase a new car at a car yard, you can buy that with the wheels on here.
A car yard.
Yeah.
Well, already we got a problem.
We're so different.
Guys,
Will we ever get along?
I'll tell you how. by doing a fun story together.
Okay.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! Indeed, Guy. We have our location from Lauren Lapkus, and we are going to begin our story now. To aid us in our storytelling, we have these sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say there's a scene that's happening concurrent to the scene we're currently in. People are talking in a room. Right outside the door, there's two other people talking about something else. Then we cut to via this sound. Get it? Whoosh! We're over there. Thanks, Evan, for the fanfare. Let's say someone's having a memory, or we're learning the history about a person or an event in our story. We'll use this flashback sound effect. See? It's going backwards. The harp is going backwards, like flashing back. You get it. If we want to return from the flashback to the present or go into the mysterious future, we'll hear this flash forward sound effect. I mean, that is it. Everyone gets it. The end. All right. And any one of the improvisers can touch these buttons at any time. So when you hear a button being pressed, no, you don't know who pressed it. That's something we have over you, you dumbs. Now it is ready. Now it is ready. The moment. Save that one. We have our location from Lauren Lapkus, and that location is beautiful, fancy apartment in New York City. We take you now to beautiful, fancy apartment in New York City. Welcome. This, as you can see, this is a beautiful, fancy apartment.
Yeah, I
here
love
in New York
this.
City.
This is nice.
Some question for you before you fill out the rental application.
Okay.
You have pet?
I do. I have a very fluffy cat.
Oh, how fluffy is very fluffy?
I mean, my point is she's not fat. Everyone thinks she's fat, but she's just fluffy.
You have picture?
Yes, here.
Oh, that is very fat cat.
No, it's not. If you poke it, you won't even touch her skin.
How deep can poke go before I touch
Your full hand to wrist.
Up to wrist?
Yes.
Now I have very long hand, as you see.
It is very long.
So you're saying even a guy like me with very long hand, I will see my watch disappear before I even touch skin of cat.
Absolutely. Now, can I rent this place or what?
Well, does this fluffy cat shed all over the goddamn place?
Well, she does, but I clean. You know, I'm a clean person. You don't have to come in here.
You are very clean.
As you can see.
You have beautiful nails and nail beds.
Thank you.
Not a speck of dirt. Your face is shining like the sun, but not in a greasy way.
No.
In a way lit from within.
It's a good cream, too.
Yes, you have a beautiful translucent skin. I see your veins, but I don't mind it.
Oh, thank you.
You're like a statue come to life.
My veins tell my story.
What story is that?
Of where I've been, my life, my journey. You can see a lot through someone's veins.
I see. Like, tell me, vein in forehead.
That's
yes.
Route 66.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the significance of Route 66 to you?
Thanks for getting in my car.
Oh, thanks so much for picking me up. I never hitchhiked before, but...
Well, I never picked nobody up either, so we're doing it together.
Well, this is exciting. As long as you don't hurt me. You won't hurt me, will you?
Oh, absolutely not. I will not hurt you. I will not lay one finger on you.
Ow, you're pinching me.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Save for that. That's the exception. That will prove the rule.
I guess I understand. Well, I'm headed east.
I'm also headed. I'm just driving, really. I've been driving this road for 2 years trying to pick up somebody.
And Vicus here is just happy to be in a car.
Oh.
Don't mind him.
I didn't even see him back there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just behind this blanket.
Oh.
It's very nice to meet you.
He's got a wacky voice. His voice is always changing.
Once again, I'm from Cape Town.
Cape Town, not to... Oh, no, I'm also talking like him. What happens is he'll put his voice inside you and you'll start talking like him if you're not careful.
I hope not. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
It's somewhat contagious, but we have a lot of fun with it.
Well, hey, you guys, thanks so much for picking me up. I was honestly standing on that side of the road just kind of getting scared. It's getting dark, and I've just never been outside this long without my husband.
Say, pretty lady, what's your name?
Belinda.
Belinda. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful woman.
Oh, well.
Go easy. She just said the word husband. What's your name again?
Vicus.
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 Vicus with a T.
Vicus.
You're just saying that.
Yeah, you got it now.
Okay. Well, Vicus, whose name obviously I did know previous. I just forgot it. Where's your husband right now?
Well, that's the thing. I killed him.
Well, this is a dead body, all right, but we can't seem to find the wife. Do you know her whereabouts? Have you seen her anywhere? Do you know where she went?
Mm-mm.
And what is your relationship to the couple again?
I was their neighbor. Well,
Now,
I guess I still am.
You'll forgive me for saying so, but you have a reputation apparently for being very nosy. So.
Well, some say that, but I like to know what's going on in the area I live in.
Now,
in which I live.
Thank you for correcting that before I had to. Now, did you see anything unusual at all?
Okay, well, I'll tell you, I saw one thing that was a little bit suspicious.
Go on.
I was peeking out the window, looking through my curtains with just my eye, and I could see across the way into their living room.
Yes.
And they were having a bit of a tussle, but they do that often. But tonight was different because she kept wielding an axe.
Now, describe these tussles that they have.
They'll grab each other by the shoulders and go back and forth and back and forth. Maybe some hair pulling.
Oh, so they're definitely not dancing.
No.
Okay.
It's violent.
So this time she had an axe.
Yes, and they closed the curtains and then I only saw the shadow of it. So it could have been.
So they were backlit in the living room and you could see their shapes.
Yes, I think the TV was on or maybe a spotlight.
So you just want the spotlight put here in the corner of the...
Yeah,
in
that
the
would
corner.
be great.
I wouldn't usually ask a sort of outside my jurisdiction as a light fitter, but it's very unique lighting you have for a lounge chair. What do you...
Oh, I just like to do little shows for my husband, and it is none of your business. But I like to stand under a real spotlight and put on a little show. I sing songs, I do karaoke.
I'm home.
Oh, honey!
What are you wasting my money on now?
I got this cool spotlight.
Who's this guy? Your lover?
No, we just met.
Nothing untoward. I just put the light in for
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm very distrustful of my wife, and our marriage is strained.
You are aware you're saying these things out loud to me. She's in the room right now.
I don't have a great deal of a filter. I just gotta say what's on my mind. That also causes problems.
Yeah, it's all nothing I've never heard before.
Well, enjoy the light.
I almost coughed.
You did?
What?
Hey, old
just
Lucas
tells
can
us
probably
everything.
help out with that. Oh, hey, everybody, I was just here behind this blanket.
Who's this guy?
Who is this guy?
I got a cough lozenge for you if you would like one, my man.
Well, I wouldn't say no. I mean, I almost coughed, and I don't want to cough.
Here we
I don't
go.
think anyone really likes it. So, okay. So you saw the shapes, and did you see one shape with an axe
Yes.
actually hit the other shape who didn't have the axe?
Yes, the female shape, who I'm guessing was Belinda, hit the male shape, which I'm guessing was Peter.
Peter, her husband.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, you've been somewhat helpful.
Okay.
Please accept as a gift this calendar.
Wow, with all the sexy police detectives.
That's right. And pay special attention to the month of May.
Oh, hubba, hubba.
So, what makes you think things are going to be any better for you out east?
I don't know. I just, I suddenly came into a good amount of money, and I was thinking maybe I could just start a new life, get a new job, do something different, and refresh myself,
Well, we're all looking to get a fresh start somewhere.
Hey, Belinda, if you do not mind my prying, what sort of a career are you looking for?
Something that involves laying low, staying home.
Under blankets?
Are you propositioning me, or is that...
Oh, I can see how that would have been misconstrued. No, I mean that in a purely platonic manner.
Oh,
I just have a lot of experience being under blankets, being around blankets. You say you want to lay low.
You
it's
make
kind of
money
a blanket
that
vibe.
way?
I don't know how he does it. He goes around, he's under blankets all the time. I don't even know he's in this car. Sometimes he just gets out, gets in.
Wow. I don't know if that's the right job for me. I kind of don't. I want something happening during the job. Do you understand?
Listen, it's
I don't
very
just hide under a blanket.
I understand what you're saying. It's a very complicated business model, but I'm happy to walk you through it.
And so, how do you make money? What is job?
I have a company
Yes.
that I run.
Oh, this is impressive. Go on, please.
It's all under one blanket. There's a few different things happening, but
Business term.
yeah, and I just manage a few different people and things, and we keep things happening, and things move forward, and
You
projects.
sound like very impressive woman who
thank
is
you.
very much in control of life.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel that right now. So,
I feel confident in renting fancy, beautiful apartment to you.
can I persuade you with this stack of money?
Oh, that's my favorite thing.
Oh, you're rubbing yourself on it.
I am. I like a Scrooge McDuck. I love it to roll around in it. This is pretty good stack, good for rolling. Congratulations, you have apartment.
Thank you.
On one condition.
What?
You must never have crazy party or be accused and convicted of murder.
Well, that's never gonna happen.
I hope not.
Wow, this is the most insane party I've ever goddamn been to. What an apartment.
I could not agree more.
Holy smokes.
I'm on drugs. Party drugs.
Free cigarettes! Free cigarettes!
Oh,
Holy
please.
shit, you guys don't even have disgusting lungs disintegrating on the front of these packets.
Oh no, we love smoking here.
I don't have to smoke these little ones off the ground anymore.
Oh, good for you, bum.
I always love it when there's all kinds of people at the party.
They're the best kinds of parties. By the way, who are you guys?
Oh, I'm the cigarette girl.
I'm just a hobo.
Oh, lovely to meet you one-dimensional personalities. I'm Thomas.
I'm Warren.
And together we're here, basically we're selling blankets into the US. All made in New Zealand out of combination of lambs and kiwis.
At a party?
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to be having fun.
I'm not going to sleep anytime soon.
No, but they're party blankets.
Hey, who's behind that one?
Well, I thought of the entire thing. And don't let this guy tell you any differently, because he's lying.
I think he meant who's behind that
Yeah, I
blanket
remember
over
who's behind
there.
the blanket, not
Oh,
like
that-
whose idea was the business.
Yeah, I just if you are curious as to whose idea, I did not really want
I'm
to get
not.
into this at
I'm
all.
not. Yeah,
It's your
that's-
biggest
I'm much
surprise.
more- I just see like a shape behind that blanket.
I'm up now. Hello, how are we doing? Hey, party people.
Who? Where are you from?
Vickers.
South Africa?
You got it in one. From Cape Town.
Nice to meet you, Vickers. I'm Warren.
Hey, Warren, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. Oh,
I'll get it. Hello.
Hello, I'm the police. I'm a policeman.
I can see that.
Yes, my name is Officer Jang, and I'm here investigating a murder. Is the woman of the apartment at home?
Oh, I think she is. Can I ask you, are you sure your name isn't pronounced Officer Hang?
I'm fairly certain. It's been a long time since I was taught my name, so I can't quite remember anymore.
I'll get the lady of the house.
Thank you very much.
Officer Zhang.
Or Yang.
Oh.
Maybe?
Oh.
Are you Belinda Charlisle?
Am I? Yes, I guess I am.
And were you married to Hank Charlisle?
No, his name was Peter.
Peter? That was a test. So you were married to Peter Charlisle,
Yes,
the
I was.
deceased person.
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid you've been accused of murder.
No!
Uh-oh. What is going to happen to Belinda? She broke the 2 apartment rules. Will she get evicted? That's clearly the story here. We'll find out when Spontaneanation returns.
Merry Christmas! What's up, dipshits? It's me, Santa Claus. Guess what I've done this holiday season? Give up? That's right you do, stupid! I've stocked up the Earwolf store with lots of stuff to wear, hang, or give this holiday season. That's right! While I'll be out delivering toys to boys and girls, you adult assholes can buy shit for yourselves. Or each other, I suppose. I don't know your life. life. Actually, I do. I'm an omnipotent, immortal creature who has access to the lives of all human beings on the planet. But I don't spy on animals. Each Earwolf sale supports the show Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins, and it helps Earwolf employ some guy named Nick, no relation. He ships all the shit from a bunker in L.A. That's their cutesy little copy. I don't know what the fuck that means. Is the guy actually in a bunker? Some kind of weird, doomsday guy? Who's like, I'm gonna sit in here with a bunch of fucking canned goods and also send out posters. Great life choices, Nick. Also, this helps you be extra festive this holiday season. I don't know why I went back to the copy after that. Support Earwolf by visiting earwolf.com. Click shop and get 10% off with the code HOLIDAY through December 11th. You can remember that code because it's the title of my favorite Madonna song. Well, second favorite after Christmas fucking.
What is going on? Party? What, Belinda? You betray me as landlord.
Well, I just was trying to have a little fun. Ever been there?
I have tried to have fun, yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Hey, come on. You want some of my candy floss? Maybe you like candy floss. That might make you feel.
Candy floss? What is? Like floss but made of candy?
Well, floss with it's like a big.
Seems counterintuitive to me.
If you're already questioning what it's going to do to your mouth, I don't think you're approaching this. Just try some. It's delicious.
I don't have time.
Welcome to the bounce house. You want to get in?
What is bounce house? What happened?
It's a big inflatable plastic house and you jump around.
How much is rent?
You don't have to live there.
But his house?
No, you just have fun. You have fun in it.
I no understand you.
Hello, you want to play with rat?
Oh, play with or work with?
It's fun. Play with rat.
Cannot Rat and I have job together?
No, it is for fun and enjoyment.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Try harder next time.
You are very rude.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry, and I really hope you don't kick me out. These people, they're nice. I wasn't trying to do anything bad.
We don't mean any trouble. We're just a couple of traveling party goers looking for a cool time.
We're fun-loving dudes. We make party blankets. What's your name, fella?
My name is Janosch. I am landlord of building.
Janosch, it's a bloody pleasure. Put it there, mate.
Yeah. Why? You hit me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why?
Kill him!
What?
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's kill him. It'll be fun.
You know that I'm still here, right? I'm the police. Like
yeah.
you just ordered someone to kill your landlord.
Thought you were looking out the window.
What, Belinda? You are accused of murder as well? Rule number 2.
I'm trying to celebrate someone's birthday.
Oh, geez, officer, this doesn't look good, but let me rest assured, we're just a couple of Kiwis here for a good time. I tell you what, put her there.
All right. Now,
Yeah. Hands up. Yeah.
Kill him!
Again.
We'll bury him where I buried my husband.
Okay, I'm gonna at this point, Mrs. Carlisle, I'm going to have to ask you. I'm gonna have to remind you that anything you say can and will be used against you, especially stuff like kill him, we'll bury him next to.
Were you recording it?
Oh shit!
Good luck proving I said that.
It's a real he said, she said situation.
Judges hate that.
They really do.
For the record, I don't remember any of the conversation that just happened, so
Great.
I'm on Team Belinda.
Mr. Smith, you can approach the bench now. Or branch, it's up to you. One of the two.
If it please the branch. When I went to the party, I identified myself as a policeman, and I was what did you call me again?
Yeah, representative.
You call me
for
Mr.
the-
Smith.
I did indeed.
Of course, that is my plainclothes name.
Yes.
But I did identify myself as an officer of the law, and I did advise the defendant that anything she said could be used against her, and she on several occasions said of her landlord, kill him, we'll bury him next to my husband.
Overruled.
What, Your Honor?
On what grounds? Let's hear this out.
I just don't want him to say I said that.
Wait a minute, who's the judge here?
That would be me.
Oh,
So the defendant is the one who
I
said
meant to
overruled.
say I object.
Well, listen, I kind of have a propensity to rule in favour of people who have a bit of initiative in these sorts of court situations. And,
Overruled.
well, now that's probably not the wisest idea.
Court's adjourned.
Well, okay, let's get some donuts.
Hey, we're doing court in a little while. This is weird for us to be talking to each other, but I just wanted to say, I guess good luck out there, you know?
Thanks. I'm representing myself. I don't have a law degree.
Yeah.
And all I have is my good word, which is bullshit. So
It's not great. It's not. You're
It's
accused
pretty
of
bad,
You're
but-
accused of murder
yeah.
and attempted murder.
But I think I can figure this out and get myself out of this.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
may the best man win.
May the best woman win.
Can we say may the best person win, and then we each have an equal shot at it?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
All stand for the honourable judge person.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
It is I.
He's
And you
wearing
would
a
think-
king's crown.
By now, I would be used to being addressed by my assistant, but it's still a big deal, and that's why I wear the crown. I like to celebrate being a judge, and I like to open every court proceeding by telling you a little bit about myself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Woo! We love you!
We love you, Judge.
Born in a small village just off the coast of Costa Rica. We're all great coasts are coming from these days, and back then also. I was raised by a solo mother who split her time. Just one. Split her time between raising goats, growing tobacco, and raising
I
a
don't want to overstep my reach as the assistant, but we've really got to get. I mean, the court runs on a schedule. and
Oh, we love it.
Love the story.
Do some of your stand-up.
Okay, here's one. Two guys walk into a bar.
I love this one.
It's gonna be great.
Ouch!
That is
Twist.
No, hold on. You think that's the punchline? Ouch! The second guy just hit the bar.
I get it.
Now, Judge Person, we got to talk about this thing. Your courtroom is getting out of control. I mean, it's become a real circus in there. People are going nuts. So this case coming up, it's a murder case. I'm gonna have to ask you, for the good of the judicial system in New York City, you got to really just stay on track. I would urge you, this is your choice, I would urge you to have a bailiff rather than an assistant.
You're not going to put me out on the street, are you?
You shouldn't even be at this meeting.
Now, look, where I go, my assistant follows.
I
Okay, first off.
understand. It's highly irregular. That's the thing we like to say in courts all the time.
Mr. Attorney General, I am willing to meet you halfway with this. My assistant stays.
All right.
And look, I'll stay focused this time.
Okay, but now look, I don't want you to do any of that stand-up, even if the gallery asks for it. You got to stay right on track. Just do judge stuff, son. Just judge stuff, all right?
Okay, I hear what you're saying. 2 jokes.
Yep. You're not hearing me, boy. You are the first New Zealander to be a practicing judge in the state of New York. That's a big deal.
Look, 1 joke, and we'll shake on it. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the honourable judge person.
We love Judge!
Jokes.
Well, look, I'm so glad that we're all back in the courtroom dealing with the same case after the last one had a mistrial. Apparently, the court system doesn't like me doing jokes anymore, so loath as I am to leave it.
Do your jokes.
We're
Do your jokes!
No, listen.
Do your jokes!
I
Do
can't.
at least 2. Do at least 2.
Oh, all right.
No.
Here's the first one. What's the difference between dwarves and midgets?
We don't know!
Very little. Nothing?
We're going to have no more jokes, okay? We really got to get
Wait,
this thing.
the difference is that they're very little?
Or is there's very little difference?
It pays to not think about it too much. Now let's get on with the case.
Tell another joke! Tell another joke! Tell another joke!
Now, Judge Person, do you recall the conversation we had earlier where I told you, no jokes, we haggled, and we agreed upon 1 joke? Now, what did you go on and do?
Assistant, you may want to leave the room for this. Could get a little dicey.
I'll just move further away.
Okay.
Out of both of your islands.
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. If I don't see you, I can pretend that you're not there.
Your Honor, your worship, your judgment, your infinite eminence. Mm-hmm. I come to you today to plead, please, do not disbar me. Mm-hmm. If that is the verb.
I was thinking about it.
Use.
That's right. It's one I would use and long to use immediately.
What I've brought with me today, and this is the last thing my assistant's going to help me with, can you just pull that blanket out of the bag there? We've got a little thing in New Zealand. I wanted to get you a gift, basically, just to apologise and to assure you that I am putting my whole solemn oath, 100% of my focus, all of my seriousness into this career now. This is me. There will be no more jokes.
Right.
There will be no more laughter. There will be no more fun or enjoyment or hooping and hollering in my courtroom from this day forward. What I've brought for you today is a party blanket.
Now, look, I don't know if I can accept this party blanket. I got a lot going on right now. I got to reprimand you, possible disbarment proceedings. I got to reprimand so many other judges. I just bought a puppy. I mean, I got,
Whoa.
my back.
Oh my God.
My back feels like it's on fire. What's happening to me?
Oh, you are very sweaty, son.
I feel like I'm being eaten alive by fire ants. Am I?
Turn around.
All right. What do you see?
Whoa.
It's a guy with a pot against your back.
What?
Hey, it's just me, Vic.
How'd you get in here?
I'm just trying to stay warm, and they bloody took my blanket away from me.
What? Well, then, hold on. Okay, so you're the guy with the pot.
Oh,
who are you?
I gotta go. Oh,
What? He's gone. So, Your Honor, first of all, great to be back at the third time we've tried this case. This is a record number of mistrials, and it's also strange that they keep making you the judge.
They do say third time's the charm.
So I will say again, based on eyewitness testimony, we saw the neighbors saw two shapes. One being the Charlisle couple, and Mrs. Charlisle.
Yeah, I'm
was
almost
clearly
positive that they were.
Oh, now hold on. You told me before you were positive.
I know, but I don't know. Now the pressure's on.
This
I'm really
is-
not sure.
This is the third time you've given this testimony.
I know, but I'm thinking about it more. I'm like, they closed the curtain. I don't know. Maybe other people walked in.
Do you know what might jog your memory potentially here? And I'm just spitballing.
Yes, Your Honor.
A joke, maybe.
Do some
No, I gotta.
some jokes.
I've really got to put my foot down here, Judge.
Put on your pleather judge's robe.
Okay, here we go.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to help me out with this one.
For the love of God, no.
Mr. Fendon, knock knock.
Who's there?
Two.
Oh,
To who?
To whom?
this is not.
To whom?
Oh God, it's the Attorney General.
To whom? I'm gonna kill you.
Whoa!
Gun.
Well, it's nice to have you back in the car, Belinda.
God, you are saving my life.
What was going on back there? It looked like a real fracas outside
I
that
just
courthouse.
shot the funniest judge on the planet.
You shot a judge?
The funniest one you've ever seen.
I saw her do it.
You really are everywhere.
I certainly am.
You gotta get me out of here. I need to hide somewhere safe.
Yeah, I need to go somewhere safe to go too.
What are you doing in my truck?
Well, Belinda and I, we kind of realized we both need to get out. We needed to get out of town. Get out of. Sometimes New York just gets you down. You know what I mean? And so we felt like it's time to go out and see some more of this country.
Well,
Yeah,
Belinda.
that's why we're doing it.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, homeless man.
It's not because I.
Were you the homeless man?
That's who I thought you
I
were.
was the Attorney General.
Oh, you don't look so
Homeless
great.
man made good an attorney general. That's very impressive, sir.
Did someone say my name?
Oh, yeah, you sounded different.
Oh my goodness, I did not see you in the back of the truck as well, my friend. How are you?
I was hiding under it, Cape Fear style.
Oh, well done you.
Well, let's say all five or however many of us just take this here truck and drive it down to Mexico.
Oh,
That
would
sounds
be
like a
perfect.
great idea.
I love that, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, we are doing it. I'm in the process right now. We're moving.
Now I got one question for y'all. Is there enough blankets to go around? And it all happened in a place called Fancy Beautiful Apartment in New York City. Lauren Lapkus.
Yay!
Where can people find you online?
On Twitter at Lauren Lapkus, and Instagram is the same. And Facebook, I have a page. That's right. And yeah, you can download my podcast with Special Guest Lauren Lapkus or some of my other projects I did on the Howl Network.
That's right. You also have your psychic show on Howl.
I have a psychic show, and I have Wild Horses on Howl. So listen to them and have fun with it.
Lauren's stuff is great. With special guests, I look forward to every single Friday.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Very nice.
Tim Batt, where can people find you on the line?
On the Twitter, at Tim_Batt.
Underscore.
On the Facebook, Timbat-comedian/man. And on Instagram, I've forgotten, but it might be Timbat and NZ.
Are there that many Tim Batts floating around that you had to, at every turn, you had to add another thing?
Yes.
Are there really?
I tried to buy timbat.com. A fucking plumber has it.
Why does he need a website?
Right? Plumbers have to
He
have
posts a
websites.
lot of pictures.
Look at this shit.
Guy Montgomery. Oh, wait. Does anybody have any live stuff coming up? It's December 14th. Do you have any live shows?
Oh, okay.
Wild Horses is the first Saturday of every
Yes,
month,
at
right?
UCB.
At UCB.
And I do Bangarang on Fridays. at UCB,
Bangarang!
And ASCAT Saturdays and Sundays every weekend at
You're
UCB.
a busy person.
Yeah.
Tim, any live shows coming up? You are also a stand-up comedian, not just a podcaster.
They will be in New Zealand, so apply to a very small portion of the audience. But if you're ever in Auckland, make sure you check out Mount Eden Comedy, which
There
is
we
also
go.
online every Thursday night, which I host and has some of the best talent you're likely to see in Aotearoa.
It sounds like a beautiful place, Mount Eden.
It is.
That's cool.
Guy Montgomery, where can people find you online, and what live dates would you like to promote?
At Guy_Mont on the tweets and the photographs.
How many Guy Montgomerys are there out there?
It's very hard to say. At least one other. And I have a Facebook page underneath the name Guy Montgomery.
Oh, full stop. Great.
No full stop.
Do not write full stop in there.
And as for live dates, I can't imagine. I'm probably taking some. I'm gonna be kicking back.
Sure.
If you see me on the beach, come say hi.
Enjoy the holiday season.
Thank you.
And of course, the worst idea of all time. At this point, have you finished watching Sex and the City 2 for the 52nd week? No.
It's coming.
Absolutely not.
It's looming.
We've watched it, I would imagine, 40 times at this point.
All right.
Wait. Oh, that's what you watch the same movie
Yes.
every time?
Yeah.
I did not clarify that, did I?
I don't think
This is
so.
their second season. The first time, they watched Grown Ups 2 52 times.
Wow.
Then they're in the middle of watching Sex and the City 2.
And you talk
52
about
times.
it every week?
Yeah.
New things that you realized or...
You'll have to listen to find
I
out,
like
Lauren.
this. I've seen that movie about 10 times.
Really?
So, yeah.
Which one?
Sex and the City 2.
Which one?
I've
All
seen,
grown-ups, too.
I've seen all Sex and the City a billion times, and I've seen the movies each multiple times. And I own all of everything. I own every episode and every movie.
Lauren, we got to get you on the show.
So, and I now it can be told that I did an episode of the show.
And you were fantastic, can I say? as well.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Yes, Guy and Tim and I spent a whole day together as a family. So do check out The Worst Idea of All Time. I am all caught up on it, and it is a fascinating experiment. And I'm not going to say this on your show, but let me say this on my show. Don't do this again, you guys. I know you're young guys, and you're not aware of how finite life is, but it's very short. It's very, very short. And I can see the effect that it's having on you. And listeners can understand this as well. It's obviously, this is really, it's hurting you.
I love this.
Don't do it again.
That's really sweet.
If
I
you
know-
do another one, would it only be another sequel? Do you only watch sequels?
No, there's no rules.
Okay.
There are no rules. And I don't think there'll be a third season.
There shouldn't be.
I don't
There
think
really
there
shouldn't be.
Don't know if we've got it in us.
But God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Eban Schletter, you can find him at ebanschletter.com. Eban Schletter on Twitter. You should go to Eban Schletter's website and you should buy his work because Eban Schletter is only the best. As for me, check out No You Shut Up. It is coming back full force in January. We're going to have some great fun. We're going to be doing election stuff. It's going to be great. And look us up online as well. We got special digital content. Maybe some things will go viral. We're trying to make viral videos. That was the advice someone's aunt gave us. Hey, it's Paul from the present. That was recorded a long time ago. No You Shut Up is actually coming back Thursday, February 4th at 10 p.m. No You Shut Up, Thursdays at 10 on Fusion, starting February 4th. Now back to whatever. And of course, the live version of Spontaneous Nation happens every month at Largo at the Coronet. As of this recording, I'm not sure when the January show is going to be, but of course I will post about that online because the first Saturday is New Year's. It's the day after New Year's Day, so I don't know if people are going to want to even do anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't fucking know you guys. You sure don't fucking know, past Paul. Hey, present Paul again. Spontaneous Nation Live returns to Largo at the Coronet Saturday, February 6th. That will be our first Largo show of 2016. However, we will be doing a show in January in San Francisco as part of SF Sketchfest. Friday, January 8th, we will be doing a show at the Brava Theater with special guest John Hamm. Now, that show is already sold out, but pay attention online because a lot of times people can't go at the last minute or they know a few days before. They're looking to unload tickets, and I always try to pass that information along. So, just keep your grapes peeled, friends. All right, back to this incompetent host. Everybody leave me alone. Thank you to engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti! This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Adam Sachs, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.